we got our work cut out. All right. Next topic, and I know we could talk on any of these for hours, right? But anyway, next topic is Sue Rescigno with some options you have in content and timing and how to approach the choices you've got. So,
okay, and he's giving me 5 minutes to do this. so I actually made a list. No. Okay, so the new thing in the past few years, which I actually think is quite interesting because I've been in fundraising for so many years, and started my career as the director of the annual fund at IIT. That's where I really received a lot of experience in, of course, annual fund, dealing with the 32,000 graduates, and they were big. They were winning case awards and everything left and right. Okay, so right now in the printing world, you're going to love this, the big thing is variable data printing. Everybody's heard that, right? Well, come on. As fundraisers, you've been doing it for years. What is variable data printing? All variable data printing is swapping out paragraphs, signatures. I mean, I 25 years ago, we were doing personalized letters to our $1,000 donors with I don't know if anybody remembers these, but with signature wheels. Do you remember those? Okay, where it was like you'd put a felt tip pen in, and somebody would have to put the piece of paper in, and they would sign the name. Okay, well now we're just doing it all on the computer. So here's what I have to say about content. You should be talking directly to your donor. It should be a conversation about a story. I don't want to hear about your institution. I don't want to hear about what you're going to build. I want to hear about what that is going to do for people. I want to hear about the services that it's going to offer, how many people it's going to help, who it's going to educate, what type, tell me a story about, little Susie Q that was helped because of your services. It should not be about the institution. It should not be about, this is what we do. It should be, this is what we offer, and this is help so-and-so. Okay, in terms of variable data, you know that you should be talking to me if I've been on the board at Hope Children's Hospital for years, which I have been, since it's been in existence. Don't write to me about Christ Hospital if I'm on the board at Hope. If you know that I have 2 kids and I am really interested and I'm very grateful that that hospital sits in my neighborhood, then talk to me about that. Okay? And variable data printing just means that you set up a letter and you can say, this is my basic letter, but I want this paragraph, and this signature to be different. And then you say, version A, here's a paragraph. So to me, you're saying, I know that you're interested in the Heart Institute. And to Don, you're saying, I know you're interested in the cancer ward or whatever, if the hospital. Education, same thing. You understand what I'm saying? The graphics can match. So as fundraisers, you've been doing it for years. It's just a little bit more now in terms of your graphics being able to match. It's easier to do it. The other thing is you should be doing at least 3 mailings a year. Okay? That's an annual fund. 1 mailing is not. And everyone that I meet with will tell me, but Sue, we don't have that in our budget. And I'm going to tell you, let's sit down and look at your list. And if we look at your list, and you've been mailing, this just happened with a client. He mailed 16,000 once a year, every year. And I've known him for a long time. I said, what are you doing? Let's not do that. We cut it down to 9,000. We wrote to the person. We increased his response rate. We increased everything. But the biggest thing was we increased his return on his investment. Don't be asking printers about what is the price per piece. Ask them what your return on investment is going to be. How valuable is it to you if I come in and I tell you that you should be considering knocking that list down, spending a little bit more, and getting a better response rate? That's so much more valuable than you continuing to do the same thing every year and getting a $5 response. Okay, quickly, I'll wrap it up. Okay, You have to ask for a specific gift. You have to. Okay, if you're not doing that, your request should be in your first paragraph. You should have a PS, which pretty much reiterates what's in the first paragraph, because that's what people are going to read. Use color. Don't go with 2-color. There's digital printing now. You're going to save, you're not saving that much money, and your response rate's going to be greater if you use a 4-color. Okay? And use a reply device that is personalized. Okay? I'm sorry. I know
No,
that was
excellent.
okay. All right, that was a lot. All right. I hope that.
Read that last sentence that you just said.
I said personalize your reply device. So any reply device that you send out, you've got your letter, and you should have their name and address and the requested gift amount on there, and that should vary with who it is. If I gave 25, start it with 25. If Susan gave 500, because she's got that big job, she gave $500. Okay, start hers with 500. Don't just have 25, 50, 100, and other. That's a mistake. Okay? And places like mine, we can help you do that.
All right. So any thoughts on that, Don? Same
I
ballpark.
certainly agree. Variable data printing, digital printing, really enables you to target to a specific database or a specific person for that matter.